Anyway, next we have is in terms of business, right? A lot of businesses are in trouble with what's happening right now. Now, what if you could predict a business success right on the onset? Could it be predicted? Well, a company here is using AI to be able to do that. So, according to techtimes.com, this AI company could predict a startup success here, which I'm very interested and kind of suspicious because a lot of research has been done to identify what makes a business successful, grow, and all of those things. But until now, no one could still predict it. Now, could AI do a better job? Well, a lot of companies are using AI to different varying success because no AI is perfect, right? But anyway, let's take a closer look here. Now, they're stating that it could have a 90% accuracy. I'm curious as to how are they able to do that. But they mentioned that they're using machine learning models to look at tons of companies showed here. Now, how big of a company sample size are they looking at? I'm just curious to see here. Anyway, according to MBroker, they mentioned startup turns out to be a complete failure in most cases, which is kind of true because it's survival of the fittest, and if you don't plan for your business, you're planning to fail automatically. And it's the first year that's the most crucial part. And what is it? Is it about financing? Is it about the concept, the product, the service you're offering? Is it the marketing strategy that you're offering? Or all of those things, right? So could be one, could be the other, but is there one general formula that you can consider that if we are able to pinpoint this key factors or indicators that would indicate your business will do well regardless of industry here? That would be tremendous. But I'm very apprehensive about this proclamation here. They're going to say that 10% of startups end up being a failure. Actually, I think even lower if you think about it. Especially here in a country, majority of our business is comprised of micro, small, medium enterprises. I think around 99%, 90 to 99, 99%, and only less than a percent comprised of large corporations here. So you could just imagine the impact of or the struggle that our small businesses are dealing with, especially with the current climate that we are encountering. And we have here CBI Insights goes on to state that 42% of unsuccessful startups is due to misleading the market demand. Yeah, I could say that because creating a unique product will always create new demand here. So could make sense there. But the thing that they mention here is according to Fundera, they mentioned that 82% of failed ventures have a problem with their cash flow. And I think I tend to agree with this statement here because at the end of the day, no matter amount of planning that you do for your business, if you don't know how much capital you need to manage your business, to even sustain yourself for the first year, if you don't forecast properly, plan accordingly, and manage your business on a day-to-day basis, that's why it's difficult to do that, then by the end of the year, more often than not, you're in the red, having to borrow money or close your business altogether here. And question is, could AI anticipate this, predict this in a more accurate manner so that businesses could prosper and eventually, which is according to the article here, I think the main goal of this AI development is to help investors here. So you can charge them for a fee for, will this business do well? But at the end of the day, it's more about, if it's for investing purposes like stock market or so, it's all about fundamentals here, looking at the financial statement of the business. But in order to have a financial statement, one has to be in business for several years, not just 1 year, right? And it's kind of difficult to project that on the first year. Typically, it takes a few years or even decades to be able to truly say that the company has solid foundations here, so that when you look at it, they're trending upwards or downward, or it's scattered all over here. Anyway, according to a group of scientists, feast.org, they are able to develop an AI that could accurately predict whether a startup will end up being the next big thing, which is I'm kind of iffy about, but I like the idea. So using machine learning tools for AI predicting, look into over 1 million. So that's a lot of companies, but still, I think they should limit it first to a particular industry, see if the model would work accurately, because look at different industries as a whole, trying to generalize it kind of could be misleading, because let's say an industry in the tech company versus a manufacturing or service industry may vary depending on the application here. And how about in terms of region, right? In terms of years in the business here, would that matter also in the success viability of a business, right? So again, there's been a lot of studies that have been focused on the longevity or sustainability of any business. Question is, how about startup, which is kind of difficult to anticipate here. But if they can do that, then good for them. Actually, the result of the research testing was already predicated with the success rate of startups. We're looking promising, but I'm not holding my breath. We need more studies on this one. It was published, so if you're interested, you can look at the Journal of Finance and Data Science of KEAI. Okay, so using machine learning could be beneficial for a lot of cases, but my concern is similar to like how Tesla is trying to develop their autonomous vehicles. It's not yet reached to that point. So meaning their AI capability is not yet that powerful in a sense. So if they cannot predict all possible scenarios in terms of driving conditions, what more in business case here, which is even more riskier since you're investing a lot of your money here. And if you think that only these factors would, be the key determining factor, how about personality? How about behavior? How about intentions, thinking of a human behavior? Obviously, those are difficult things to factor in that, that does matter a lot in terms of, viability of a business here.